YouTuber Royale Dior, for those who don't know, has gotten themselves into a lot of deep water lately. For those who don't know who they are, Royale Dior is a YouTuber with just over 133k subs who makes Royale High content. Royale High is a fantasy game that I assume most of you all know, which is set in a fantasy high school and is roleplay. Royale High, as you all know, is full of drama. And recently, for the past couple of months, allegations have been coming up against this YouTuber for a multitude of things, and I wanted to give my thoughts on them. We'll discuss all the situations. Most of my viewers will probably not know this YouTuber, so I'll try and summarize what they did in this video and what they didn't do as well, because some accusations are just straight out ridiculous. This includes invalidating people that made a tweet that's like, if you're valid, subscribe, if you're not valid, don't subscribe, apparently, and not giving credit and a lot more. That is why if you search her name, the first thing that will come up is an apology video, then up next, an expose video. Video ideas were apparently stolen and a lot more. Remember, please don't attack Dior or anybody. That is not the purpose of this video. I am just discussing my thoughts. I'm not going to call the Royale High community stupid or dumb or sensitive or any of that. This doesn't involve the entire community and just a select part of it. Dior is not a mean person, nor are her exposers. She's made mistakes yet, but this does not give the right to say people like she has a nasty side. No. Cancel culture has gone after Dior. I agree with taking responsibility for your actions. This is absolutely true at the end of the day. But I'll go with these takes on a neutral stance, and I'll try my best to understand both sides here. We'll also be discussing Royale Dior's apology and how she had tried her best to move forward from this. Let's get started. My name's Snooky Alex, and this is our Roblox drama series where we get right into the Roblox drama, news, tips and tricks, and more. Yo, what's up, Ash Junior Squad, and welcome back to another video. Before we get started in today's video, please be sure to subscribe for this Roblox drama, news, tips and tricks, and more. Don't forget to turn on the bell so I never miss out for twice a week uploads because I have work, so yeah, it's unfortunate that they have to slow down, oops. And yes, I do realize I've been around a week late to this, but whatever, I wanted to wait until a response, but it seems the best we are getting is an apology. We'll start from the most recent and then go into other situations I feel are quite prolific, because I feel it's worth talking about. She also tweeted an apology, which I do feel is worth talking about as well. She took a break for 2 days to think about her actions and to work on becoming a better person according to her words. Which she then tweeted that was a crime. If you don't subscribe, you aren't valid. She then tweeted that she loved to use the word valid. Now, as a member of the LGBTQ+ community, if you don't know, I dress masculine, I identify as bisexual. I don't think she clearly took into context what she said, and I think this was a genuine and honest mistake from her. I think it's unfair to cancel her, but I do feel it's fair to take accountability because she should have done some research. Most people thought that she was invalidating the LGBTQ community through this tweet. However, there are people on Royale's side that say valid could be cool, etc. She made it clear that she meant valid as in cool, not valid as an LGBTQ+ community. She obviously did not mean that. Let's go over why this sounded offensive to some of other people in the Royale High community. Note some. It sounds offensive that it says LGBTQ, you aren't valid unless you subscribe to me, which I completely understand how it sounds offensive out of context. Sometimes knowing what a word means would definitely be better because what she said was definitely not okay, but here's the thing. People are overreacting to this, and I say this as an LGBTQ+ member. She obviously didn't know the context because nobody knows to text offensive things as that, and obviously she didn't want to invalidate the LGBTQ+ community. Now, let's talk about her inspiration accusations. She didn't credit sometimes, and not crediting times has let down a lot of people. As an artist, I completely understand how credit matters, and yes, she should have gone out of her way to fix this, which by the 2 days, she has learned to credit properly, which I'm extremely glad about. Not crediting properly was discussed in the video. So I took a break for around 2 days to deeply think about my actions and work on becoming a better person. Note, this is her apology. I'm extremely sorry to the people I offended. I should have taken some time to think before making a careless and insensitive tweet. I didn't realize how wrong it was at the time, but after a few minutes, people explained why I was wrong. I should have done more research on the word before using it in the tweet, and I'm sorry to the people I offended. I also did use the word twice. The first time I didn't realize it was wrong, and the second time people started pointing out why I was wrong. I will never use the word again, now that I realized how offensive the word is. When I said the word, I didn't use it as a way to offend people, because there's multiple meanings to the word, and I didn't know. I'm sorry to Lin, Donutology, Abby's Outlet, and Royal Luna. I also want to apologize to Strawberryna, Royale Sophie, and Call Me Haley for taking inspiration in a lot of their thumbnails and video ideas. Haley has talked to me about it for in DMs, and I understood that I should start making original and creative content. I realized it's not always best to take inspiration, and I should always take ideas of my own. I've been working on crediting videos that I got inspiration from other creators, such as including their channels in the video, description, and pinned comment. Once again, sorry for everything I've done, my horrible behavior. I'm trying to work on becoming a better person. I'm apologizing to my fans, YouTubers, and everyone I've offended. Sincerely, Royale Dior. This was valid to apologize on. She did make genuine mistakes, but there are also mistakes that she should have corrected herself on. But here's where I feel the Royale High community has no part in, because this is just stupid. I went through another situation like a year ago, with me being accused of copying Kaneko Kitten because I make commentary videos. After all this, it's clear people have a disdain for Royale Dior, and that is understandable. Let me make it clear that this situation is very much a flip-flops. It's clear that she made mistakes by not crediting, which is a big no-no. We should let her move on for it, but keep a slow eye, but please, for the love of God, please don't go accusing something of people like they didn't do. What's next that happened is she was accused of copying Call Me Haley for making a second channel about commentary. Poke has a second channel about commentating on subjects in 5-minute segments. Nobody else was accused of this, but Dior apparently making a second channel is copying. No, it's not. Regardless of past mistakes, you always need to get the present mistakes correct. Which I agree were wrong, and she took accountability for it, but at the end of the day, it's definitely not my apology to accept. I'm not any of these people, and I can't accept an apology if I'm not involved. The only apology I can accept was as LGBTQ+, which I will not be stating my opinion on the matter on. Come on, people. Making a second channel is not copying. This second channel is called Starry Dior and has a bunch of hate comments for absolutely no reason for the simple crime of just making a small channel. I don't get it, and I'm not even on her side. Another thing which I believe is not valid to talk about even in the slightest is having a white OC while being a person of color. This is silly. OCs are original characters, meaning people can play on them and do what they like. They represent a character that the person likes to play as. For example, my OC is a white alien. Am I actually a white alien? Like my VTuber? Antenna? No, obviously not. The same applies here. Therefore, I believe that the thumbnail credits for claims were completely valid. I believe she took inspiration and genuinely forgot to credit. Now let's talk about the validity of her apology. I've asked multiple and some people take it, some don't. I want to know your guys' thoughts on it, but keep in mind, since we weren't directly involved, we can't accept the apology. So basically the apology I listed for 3 to 4 minutes in, and I read it out, so let's summarize it. Royale High YouTuber Dior is sorry for all the actions she's done, such as accidentally invalidating LGBTQ+ people, which she didn't mean to do and not give credit, which was her fault, unfortunately. I'm not going to deny the facts here. She should have credited and eventually took accountability. She apologized and plans to move on to become a better person. What are your thoughts on this? Leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.